Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're kicking off with the women's singles.
I'm sorry, I have to cut you off. What a brilliant start by Moksha, right? A backhand that went past Satvika, who loves to rush to the net, but more on that later.
Moksha, obviously a player with a lot of potential. She's only, I'm told, 17 years old, Ramya. So a lot of years of pickleball left ahead of her. And already in the 17 years, in such a young age, she's represented India in the Asian Championships, I believe, Junior Asian Championships, which is incredible, obviously.
That's right. I've also played doubles with Moksha before, so she's a dear friend. So I'm excited to see this one.
And on the other side is Sama Satvika. Obviously, we spoke about her in the earlier match. She is a bronze medalist at Nationals, obviously. Comes in with incredible form so far.
Bronze medalist, can I just clarify there, in pickleball, but then in tennis, she's a gold medalist in South Asian Games. So wealth of experience and an amazing player to watch.
Right, so you've played with both of them. I think they've both been your partners at some point. No, not Satvika, but definitely Moksha. So take us through their play styles, Ramya.
Sure thing. So Moksha has a really good serve and she loves her baseline game. Unlike this point, she very rarely comes to the net. So she loves her baseline game. Satvika, on the other hand, loves returning and rushing to the net. She has a really solid net play and relies on that. And very consistently puts the ball back in the court to ensure the opponent makes the mistake.
More of a serve and volley player?
Return and volley, but absolutely.
2-1 for the Teramor Titans. Moksha. There you see that tennis squeeze stance that she takes before serving. Goes out. Powerful forehand. It's out. Satvika Sama on serve at 1-2. But this is single, so there's just one serve. It keeps alternating. Unlike in doubles where you get two serves per team. This is just one serve. Jaza.
What a brilliant passing shot by Moksha there. Really making Sama Satvika work for it and then still being able to pass her on that final shot. Moksha serving 2-1.
Moksha really setting up the point really well there, pushing her opponent to a corner and forcing that error somewhat. This is a really promising start for the Teramor Titans. Moksha serving 3-1.
That goes long. Make that 4-1. But Sama Satvika, of course, knows how to dig deep and get herself out of these tough spots.
Reminds me of another match in, I think, game day 1. Sama Satvika was, 8+ points behind Veda in her match against the All-Stars. And she came back from well behind and won it, 15-13? So this is not new territory for her at all.
Absolutely. She might look to take a timeout if Moksha continues at this rate, but then we're almost also at changeover. But she's called a timeout. All right. Timeout Credicon Mavericks.
Needs that because at 1-6, I think you need that little reset at times.
I think technical experts timing on point there.
So the Titans fans, the Titans bench really getting right at the back of their player there. Moksha needs to go ahead and win this contest to draw level. The Credicon Mavericks are at 2-1 lead in this contest. This is the fourth match, match number 4. Sama Satvika and Moksha, both tennis players, played the game at the highest level as well. They know how to go ahead and dig deep. They know how to make a match out of it. They know how to go ahead and make comebacks. Comebacks are not very old for them, not very new for them. There it is, back into the contest. Serve there from Moksha. And a little bit of help from the net as well.
Beautifully placed though. Timely drop. Satvika was at the baseline, so it would be really difficult for her to recover all the way from the baseline to the net.
I'm really inquisitive, interested about that serve, that pre-serve routine that she's got, bouncing the ball a couple of times and then that little, that jump. Not exactly a jump, but half a jump out there and then getting into that serve. Pretty squeeze serve that she's got.
Yeah, I think it's each player has their quirk before they serve, but Moksha has a very specific one that I find extremely adorable, to be honest.
What is your routine?
I think I have very plain action. I have none of these quirks, to be honest. I just go up there and hit my forehand like a serve.
Superstitions as well, just before the match?
Not too many, actually.
There are some.
Some I want to keep to myself for sure. The crowd really willing Moksha there. She's really putting on a show and the crowd is getting behind her.
7 for Moksha, 2 for Satvika Sama.
What a backhand. What a backhand. Ripped that one cross court. Sama Satvika, such an experienced player, had no answer. What an amazingly executed backhand cross court.
Absolutely, and Sama Satvika is searching for answers at this point. Not something that she's used to in this Hyderabad Pickleball League. She's been very dominant right from the start. She's now been pushed to the wall. And champions, when pushed to the wall, get their best game out. Just have to see how Sama Satvika crawls back from this. This would be a very good win for the Teramor Titans if they manage to go all the way. They will be at 2-all if they win this contest. And it's Moksha who is now calling all the shots.
That was a lazy unforced error from Moksha there, giving away the serve cheaply to the Credicon Mavericks.
Finally, a point there for Sama Satvika. Maybe the change of sides has helped her on this occasion. She comes forward and tries to go ahead and get onto the net, but then Moksha had just placed it out. So 4-8. Sama Satvika, 2 points in a row for the Credicon Mavericks. They need more of that. And they will get more of that.
Wide again. Sama Satvika is putting the pressure now, is clawing back and eating into Moksha's lead. And that's one more. Now Moksha's got to be thinking about how her lead is disappearing. Now is where her mentality comes into the play as well.
What a response there. If you thought she was under pressure, I think she really held her nerve there and executed a brilliant shot. A cross-court winner. Unfortunate there, that unforced error. She had really hustled to get Satvika in the position that she wanted her to be in, but couldn't put that one away.
Moksha picked up by the Teramor Titans for 75,000 Ramya, and Satvika picked up for 85,000 by the Credicon Mavericks. I think they've been absolute bargains for both of the teams.
100%. I think both of them pulling their weight, and Moksha taking that time out as expected, just to gather her thoughts, reset, and hear from her captain as to what maybe one or two things that she can change.
There's obviously a reset of momentum when the side goes. Right, we're back after the timeout. Credicon Mavericks, Sama Satvika serving at 8 all. Moksha has just broken her with an incredibly well-placed finessed shot. But she'll now be looking to build a lead again in this match. What a shot. This is good pickleball from both of these ladies here. Amazing court coverage, not giving an inch to either of them.
Moksha has just been brilliant with her passing shots.
She saw Satvika Sama run to the net, place the passing shot brilliantly once again, but this time just goes out. Just goes out. Sama Satvika saying maybe because of the crowd, the referee's calls are not audible. Does happen. The referee calls sometimes are not audible because the crowd is cheering and there's a lot of noise out here.
That one just goes out there. Sama Satvika back on serve at 8-10.
Once again, Sama Satvika comes to the net and Moksha finds a passing shot. Beating Sama Satvika there.
She's been able to execute that shot to perfection the last 3 to 4 times that she's tried it. It's been so reliable for her.
Critical point there for Satvika, just to ensure that Moksha doesn't run away with that lead. And another one, just as you were saying that it's been a reliable shot. I think it's been her shot of this match. Every single passing shot has been clinical.
What a beautiful shot to look at as well. It's just amazing. She misses that, goes just wide, but the court coverage for both of these players has been incredible all match. Credicon Mavericks and Sama Satvika serving at 8-10.
Goes long. Looks to be a contentious call.
So the crowd seems to think that it went out here from the commentary spot as well. We think it was a bit long. We're yet to see if the Titans will review this call or not. Have they reviewed it yet? Right, so the previous point is going to be reviewed on whether the ball landed in or it went long. The shot was hit by Sama Satvika of Credicon Mavericks.
I think the camera angle is going to be really difficult for the umpire to tell because it's on the other side of the court. But let's wait and watch.
I think that might have been just long, Ramya. What do you think?
That looked out to the naked eye, but then again, it's on the far side of the court. So the camera angle is going to be difficult. They're going to try and zoom in, of course. But let's see if we can get a clear picture. The crowd seems to think it's out. What do you think, Gagan?
I also think it's just out, but we'll obviously wait for the umpire's confirmation. Yeah, so we have confirmation now. The ball's been called out, which means it is now with the Teramor Titans to serve at 10-9. Sorry. The score is 10-8. Obviously, a point had to be deducted for the previous serve. Satvika hitting back right away with an extremely well planted shot that Moksha could not return. Serve back with the Mavericks at 8-10.
Satvika looks to be completely motivated, pumped up there. There you see, pumped up out there. Making those, making Naga Moksha make those errors. 9-10 on serve Satvika. This one is out. This is out. She just could not go ahead and time that.
I think that was such a powerful shot there by Moksha. Used that two-hand backhand and really brought in that hip rotation to get that power on her backhand.
All Moksha had to do was just place the ball in the empty court because Satvika was out there at the far end. But Moksha could only go ahead and find the net.
She's not happy. She's not happy with herself at all. She sat down on the ground. She was visibly angry. We'll see how she can come back.
Once again makes that error at the net. Trying those net shots out there, but she's not able to execute them as Moksha. 10 all and Satvika Sama draws level.
Couple of unforced errors there from Moksha. I think she was being a little gingerly at the net there. She had a few clear putaways. But 11-10. Let's see if she's able to come back now. And she absolutely does. Gets the service back. 10-11. What can she do with her serve?
Very good court coverage from Moksha there. Good from Satvika as well, and well placed. She's absolutely pumped there, Satvika Sama. She needs her team behind her. She needs the crowd behind her, and they are absolutely reciprocating.
Sama Satvika in the lead and urging the crowd on with every point she wins. Some dynamic pickleball from both of them. They're fighting tooth and nail for each point, and they're not giving each other a single inch.
Tries to have finished the point, but the rally continues. Time it does. It does. Well, the Moksha hitting out. Service is back with Sama Satvika and she's elated.
Such brilliant retrieval from Sama Satvika there. Moksha's hitting some brilliant baseline shots and Satvika has just been picking them up with ease. She's making it look easy, but it's absolutely hard hitting shots from Moksha that she's able to retrieve and put back in the court. Sama Satvika slowly pulling away. Now has a 2-point lead at 12-10.
Taking a lead at this stage of the match can do a world of good for your confidence. But when there is a player like Naga Moksha Yaram on the other side, you always have to be extremely careful. Gets the serve back, a brilliant forehand shot to get the serve back. Satvika Sama again at the net. She's very good at the net. She's very good at playing those shots from close to the net. Does that once again, shows how good she is. 12-10 on serve, Sama Satvika of the Credicon Mavericks. Just called out yesterday's. Called out 13-10. Sama Satvika is slowly making a match out of it. She was almost down and out in the first half of the match. But then once she changed sides, she came back and she's come back with some precision. But still, Naga Moksha Yaram has not given it up. She's making Sama Satvika work for every point, for every rally, every shot. A 3-point deficit for Moksha as she gets into the serve. Sama Satvika comes to the net and misses that. What a shot from Moksha. Brilliantly done, brilliantly finished.
What an incredible time to come up with that shot. Moksha under pressure, really critical point for her because it was a 3-point deficit and losing this would mean game point for the opponent. But what nerves.
I think her passing shots have been an absolute highlight this match. Sends that one long. So we're still back at 13-11 with Sama Satvika serving.
Incredible return one more time, again under pressure. Losing would have meant game point for the opponent, but turns up.
And I think with someone like Satvika who retrieves really well, it's absolute amazing pickleball from Moksha to be able to hit some return winners.
Some incredible pickleball we're seeing here. Questions are being asked by Moksha, but I think Sama's answering them as well. Moksha is getting broken from time to time, but I don't think she's able to string points of her own in her own serve. Finds the net, Moksha. Sama Satvika serving at 14-11 here for the Credicon Mavericks. It's long and Credicon Mavericks seal it. Sama Satvika seals it at 15-11. An important match for her to have won and for the Mavericks to have won. And she did not really look in too much trouble there. It was close fought, but not too much trouble.
She now sends her team 3-1 up.